Back with another part 2, Times in Galaxy. Let's go. Sorry. I think we were going to learn about genitalia. I don't know. Gender? Something. I don't remember. Sex education. Same thing. The space-bound structure you're headed to has ample shuttle parking for your convenience and their profit. Extra, extra. Couldn't read the rest of that. Oh. You're just in time to see Armande Orbum, Dorp System Education Minister, step to the podium and begin their presentation. Orbum emanates warmth for a strictly professional amount of time before speaking. Okay. Today, the Solar Government announces a new sexual education curriculum. The intention of this curriculum is clarity. It covers the system's 5 intelligent species. After consultations spanning the entire system, we have developed a standardized lesson plan for all of the Dorp to use. We are pleased to share some excerpts with you now. Constellations of propagation, reproduction in the Dorp system. Crowd murmurs. Orbum clears the equivalent of their throat. The murmurs cease. We understand concerns about publicly sharing such materials, but rest assured, the following presentation features no overt orogeny. It is appropriate for all ages. The humans of Humania? A human present who doesn't appear to be a member of the press scoffs at the screen. Orbum is not fazed. Human reproduction is simple. When humans wish to have a child, they submit a request to the storks. A flock of mysterious gigantic birds that live on Humania. The would-be parents must prove their deep love for each other, or be eaten. Once the human love is proven, the stork something, and returns with a baby in 7 to 10 business cycles. Nobody knows from where the stork procures these tiny new humans, but they always match the DNA of the parents who receive them. When zeal wish to propagate, they remove a small clump of themselves and combine it with clumps of the other zeal. These clumps merge into a brand new life. The combination process can include clumps from many parents. A robo-child is born of an ordered assembly kit. Their bodies will remain as built unless later modified. It is imperative all instructions are followed during their assembly. A new robo's programming is a blank slate. They must be socialized like an adolescent of any other species. When a verge reaches adulthood, one of their growths will begin to gently thrum. This means it's ready to be broken off and planted in one of the proto's many spawning grounds, where it will incubate and hatch. Every verge is capable of planting a growth. Auger reproduction begins with the fertilization of a sole egg. Each egg is buried a few feet underground to protect it from the planet's harsh surface elements. Once hatched, an infant auger will claw its way to the surface. It will immediately seek a piece of junk to shield itself from any threats, and wait to be discovered by its parents. They are not necessarily the same parents who created it, but rather any adult augers that find and claim the child. This concludes our announcement. I am now pleased to answer a few questions. Alright. Sorry, still laughing about, how uptight that presentation was. About sex stuff. She glances at your jacket. Times in Galaxy, huh? Think I've read your stories. Albert, right? How do you feel about the new curriculum? It's good. I'm a bit biased, though. I just love curricula. Can't get enough of them learner outcomes. Give me all the educational scaffoldings you got, please and thank you. Joking! I'm just one of the students they consulted for this curriculum. Winifred Prippett. What makes this curriculum important? It's a study guide for perverts. Kidding. Just another banger of a joke from me. Get it? Banger? This curriculum is clearly... Oh, this curriculum is really clear and direct. It just kind of lays out all the facts, which is good. The old curriculum danced around the, like, how of it all. Even though we pretty much knew it already. You pretty much knew? I mean, yeah. Adults always try to hide the things they're embarrassed about. That just makes you want to figure it out. So you do. And you're like, dang, your embarrassment is what's embarrassing. Every species poops, every species bangs. Why be ashamed about it? You're very blunt. Yeah, well, someone's gotta be. And I should get back. Don't want to be late. I have rehearsal for our school musical. These Miserables, huh? Should probably have pronounced that as miserables. It's about revolution. Very inspiring stuff. Thanks for chatting with me. This is the only chair they set out for the press conference. They clearly were not expecting many people. The other journalist present acknowledges your approach with a snort. So you are TNG's new hire. Albert, yeah? I read your files on the crash and the cat show. I'm assuming I'm one of the few who did. You should try to punch up your copy a bit more. Reporting is about more than just facts. I am Ren, the listening one. Senior reporter with the door dealer. So what did you think of the announcement? Nice try. You don't get to pick my brain to pad your word count. Nothing personal. I'm happy to commiserate about the job. But we don't talk about stories before we write them. My insights are for my readers. You should be one of them. Says the tabloid reporter. Ren snorts. Such a harsh term, meant to convey such judgment. We just have a little more edge than you. And a lot more readers. And by definition, less ethics? Ah, the truth has no ethics. You would do well to remember that. Listen, this chat's been very revealing. I'm gonna go write an article. That will pull more readers than your entire paper. Be seeing you around. Get out of here. Protester snaps to attention. He seems very intense. Are you the media? Yes, Times and Galaxy. Care to share your thoughts? The TNG is too mainstream for me. You're the only one here who's been willing to talk to me. My name's Clarence Finspar from Humania, and that was all garbage. The solar government should be ashamed of itself. Why should they be ashamed? Clarence spits. That announcement was a parade of vulgarity. Vile, dangerous vulgarity. It looks as though others at the conference are starting to pack up. You might want to wrap this up or you might miss the chance to interview other people. We have to protect our children from interstellar smut. Not hand it to them on a government-sanctioned platter. Government-sanctioned platter. Okay, bye. Hey, wait a second. I still have a thing to say. Turn your back and walk away. The editors will hear about this. Mark my words. Okay, buddy. The augur nods and smiles as you walk up. He doesn't seem to know what to do with the two of his hands. Oh, why, hello. Can I get a quote for the Time and Galaxy? I'm gonna be quoted in Times and Galaxy? Wonderful. I admire your publication's focus on substance. How do you feel about a standardized sex ed curriculum? Well, it's, important. My name is Kando Craiglin. I'm a teacher and was, one of the augur consultants on this curriculum. That's why I came to the announcement today. In support. I was proud to be here for its, unveiling. I hope more people would show up, but I guess curriculum announcement isn't universally thrilling. What was the consultation process like? It was excellent. The government the government representatives were really good. Appropriately neutral. They asked me a lot of questions that were really specific, but professional, so it wasn't too uncomfortable. I'm a new parent myself, so I had a lot of first-hand acknowledgement to offer. Maybe don't quote me on that. What effect do you think this curriculum will have? Teaching this in schools takes the pressure off, so parents don't have to teach it on their own without resources. It also ensures kids get the right information, you know? Sometimes parents just don't know how to talk about sex. Or don't want to. But if you don't explain this to kids, they teach themselves. Which can often go badly. I see it every year in my classes. It takes a lot more work to unteach the incorrect stuff. Didn't I just ask what effect do you think this curriculum will have? Maybe I didn't. I don't know. What kind of work? Well, when children form opinions based on a lack of information, that very ambiguity, the lack of probability, tends to enrich those ideas in their mind. It also proves them a smug prove-it mentality. It's much better to give them clear, direct information. Then they can ask informed questions. As a new parent, this has been on my mind a lot lately. Wow, congrats. Thank you. Being a parent's pretty... it's a lot. You know, burying your egg and just walking away, and coming back later to check if they've hatched. We ended up finding a second hatched child to addition to the one we left. Our little family's grown quite quickly. So it was nice to do this consultation. I feel like I can help other new parents with this sort of thing, which is one less thing for them to worry about. There are many things to worry about. And on that note, I should get home. Thank you for speaking with me. That man says way too much. Another reporter jumps in before you can speak. Ren, the listening one, Dorp dealer. Did Zeal Prime give any input on the curriculum? Prime was informed of the update. After examining it, they said, "Do baby augurs really look like that? Adorable." Prime offered no further input or questions. Why standardize the curriculum? Why standardize the curriculum? Well, an independent curriculum often contains glaring inaccuracies, or perplexing omissions. This leads to confusion on miscommunication in broader system life. Through a standardized curriculum, we aim to prevent this confusion. Confusion? Should probably follow up on that. Hey, who made the images used in this presentation? The images were created by Central Station's in-house graphic design team. Every species had final say on their imagery. The robos were particularly pleased. Orbum nods at you. What do you mean by confusion? If incorrect information is taught at an early age, it becomes internalized and difficult to correct. This can lead to needless frustration and fruitless conflict. And with that, the Orbum steps away from the podium. You should see if anyone else wishes to comment. Wink. Why was there a wink? You had your chance. I'm not saying another word. You clearly don't care about the truth. Ooh, a seed. You found periwiffle seed, known for releasing incredibly fragrant spores when touched. It's also called the scratch and sniff plant by humanians of a certain age. Government-mandated spread of light refreshments includes sap slime, canisters, several bowls of dirt, and sliced white bread. The bread looks pretty good, though. A list of upcoming events set to happen in this room. one can apparently rent the space. Upcoming rentals. Gore-Tip Wax Tusk Retirement Party. Government Assistant Appreciation Night. Student Model UDP Conference. That last one might be worth some coverage. Tip's been automatically forwarded to Arwen. What's this? A Zeal body. They leave these behind when they travel through the goo tubes. Sounds like fun. Okay. Choose your options and file your story. Let's see. Did I miss a lot again? Probably. No, I don't think so. Curriculum unveiled. From giant birds to clumps and assembly kits, we all come from somewhere. That's why the government is unveiling a comprehensive illustrated course of reproduction across the DORP system. Interstellar smut. Yeah, should get that. Sometimes parents just don't know how to talk about sex or don't want to, said teacher Condoriglin. That's the best option. The Education Minister presented a preview of the material, showing simple, sanitized diagrams, likely appropriate for younger audiences. Okay, we'll do this. Nice. Wow, you really dug deep into that story. Truth. Internship Cycle 4. Whoa, is that my buddy Ed? I do love shooting photos. Good. But kicking back after shooting photos is always better. Never forget that, Sprockets. You ain't just your job. It's your cycle off and there was a firmware update. You slept in and missed it. All the other robos got updated except you, you smelly... Still... what? Stinks like new intern in here. Rude. We got this time. Huh, it's De-Risk. A game of de-escalating warfare. Start at the brink and work your way back to peace. Everybody wins when it's all put back in the box. This sounds fun. These auger workouts are intense. How am I supposed to quadron curl up with only 2 arms? What box? What is this? The hot new toy Arwen said could be a story? Packaging says silly cube. That leads one to suspect that inside it is a cube that is most likely silly. Maybe. Glug glug glug. Sorry, I was speaking in water. You would not understand. True. get out of here. See what our next mission is. This bowl is looking oddly comfortable right now. You must be in need of some sleep mode. You must be Halbert. Hurry over and talk to Arwen. Today you're mine to mentor, or something like that. Ah, Halbert. I was wondering when you'd come by. Have you tried out the scanner maps lately? Security bots said they are just going to forget they gave you full clearance. You can now fast travel to anywhere on the ship using the scanner map located in each room. This cycle, I'd like you to head to court. I don't care about my performance. Court is in criminal justice. Our court reporter, Vivica, is eager to show you the ropes. Eager is one word for it. Meet me in Shuttle Bay and we'll head down to Central Station. And don't be late. Court keeps a rigid schedule. She'll warm up to you, I promise. Okay. Oh, I gotta hold it. Duh. Oh, hey Albert. I like to come here whenever I finish an article. After agonizing over every line one final time, while awaiting Arwen's edits, it's nice to escape my screen for a while. Now, what was the article about? It was an interview with an Aug sculptor, Thornspite Anklar. I went to his studio and chatted about his work. Lots of cool stuff in progress there. He's gonna be huge very soon. And I got to speak to him first. Or like he got to speak with you. Oh, that's very kind of you to say. It's nice to be appreciated. Your stuff's been great too, by the way. It's nice to have such a driven new intern on the ship. Okay, I'm gonna take a few more minutes here, then head back to my desk. Find the next great story to write. It's so empty in here these days. I am working on it. So I've heard. I appreciate the effort. I didn't think robos care for living things. I encourage you to keep proving me wrong. Oh man, our weeping guy is really crying his eyes out. The wallowing weeper is full-sized and fully sobbing. You should check in later to see if you can offer any support. Intern, I'm in a generous mood. You may ask me a question. This is your chance to bask in wisdom. From an esteemed, experienced journalist. Go on before I change my mind. Ask something. Please tell me how to improve. It's simple. Be better. Constantly. Be better than your rivals, better than your peers. Pick a target to be better than, achieve that goal. Then pick a better target. Achieve that too. Do that until you're the very best. See? I was hoping for a more practical writing or interview tip. The indignity of you. I deign to give you a moment. I offer the pearls of hard-fought experience for free. And you remain ignorant, throwing such kindness back in my face. Ursula tells me I need to be warmer and more approachable. Yet this is what happens when I am. Unconscionable. Just unconscionable. Sorry. Ooh, what's on the menu? Ooh, there's baked cans. Delicious. This cycle, the glitter pit is crumbly and chalky. Horrible to walk on, but maybe it's nice to consume. I doubt that. Oh god. My teeth hurt. My teeth hurt thinking about it. Stop. Oh, hello, intern. Come to the cafeteria to partake in some snacks, as they say. Anything you recommend? Ursula seems to genuinely consider the question with intent solemn. Yep. It's not on offer this cycle, but the mac and bees is very good. Foodbot does great work though, so you should avail yourself of the broad selection of dishes. Don't spend too much time snacking though. You need to return to work in a timely fashion. Okay, I'll snack as much as I please. Hey, honey. Hungry for something? Do you ever get ridiculous requests? Ridiculous requests? Not usually. Oh, but the other cycle, Richard Gravity told me the mashed hash was too mashed. Started asking me to remash a whole batch. Oh, I'm so angry thinking about it. Sorry, I need to prep some calming jelly cakes. Please pursue the spread though. Peruse the spread though. Or pursue it, I guess. Oh, what does the demon back there say now? No, not that. Fortified zeal milk for the all cake. Consider buying some crunched tar, a delicious on-the-go snack for bots. I'd eat crunched tar. This is my new seed. Placard reads, "Here lies the periwiffle, the smelliest plant in the solar system, probably." Hello, Halbert! I'm just taking a short break from my job of being co-pilot. I love my job, and I also love my break from my job. I'm also taking a break right now. That is wonderful news to hear. Breaks are just as important as work itself. My job of co-pilot often involves frequent and necessary breaks. For me and for Joe, which is an especially good thing for me, because it means that sometimes I get to be Joe. Which is my dream! Flying the scanner from story to story, and getting to work with Becca as she navigates. Which is my second dream! She tells me where to fly, and then I fly there. It's a happy and successful triple partnership. But best of all three of us are also friends! Would you also would you say you three are also more than friends? Yes. We are friends and co-workers. This is harder than being just friends. Work can be stressful. Sometimes co-workers are just co-workers and not also friends. But we have managed to be both. I feel lucky. Oh, it's time for my break to end. Yes, back to work. Till my next break, that is. I hope to be talking to you again soon, Halbert. You are a nice and pleasingly friendly addition to the ship. Okay. The console is liquid fire and of course goo-proof. Hello, Joe. Oh, that's not good. I'm feeling grumbly in my mind, in my mids, kid. Gotta deal with that soon. How do you stop feeling grumbly? There's just one cure, kid. Snacks. And a lot of them. That's the secret to interplanetary travel, kid. Fuel. Gotta stay topped up with energy just like the ship does. Low fuel means systems start to strain themselves, and strained systems don't work like they oughta. Which is why it's break time after the next drop-off. I hope Foodbot's got something good cooking today. Now, Foodbot's always got the greatest food. Like cans. Cans. That makes me want baked bean. You ever just sit down for a nice lunch of baked beans and a in a can. Cook them over your fire that you don't have. So you clean.exe? I edit them for clarity and accuracy. Then you are like janitor bot of the written word. I guess so. Janitor bot doesn't feel as much alone here now. You mean less alone? Huh? Albert! You're just in time! I'm listening to live quiver still match. To a live quiver still match. Wanna join? Yeah, sure. You're listening with Billy. Commentator describes the action. Neither competitor has moved a muscle in hours. Each non-movement is being beautifully countered with more non-movement. The tension of stillness is filling this record-breakingly empty stadium. Oh, was that an adjustment? No, never mind. Match continues. This could go on for a long time, and you've got things to do. Billy's completely engrossed. He doesn't even notice you stepping away. Alright. I would like that sport at the Olympics. Just two people standing still at each other. Time to relax after turning in another incendiary column. A list of reflections on the eve of my birthday. The impact of gravity at age 25. I need to find Puff Piece. Have I gone up? Yes. No, I haven't. Have I? Who am I? Twins in here? Okay, there's Puff Piece. Puff Piece perks up as you approach. Ooh, is a good doggy. Oh! A burbling happy sound. They seem to know what you mean. And hope they are good. They are the good dog of which you speak. You are the good dog. Oh! Puff Pieces wagging themselves into a frothy joy. It's probably best to leave them to it. Unless you risk giving them some comforting pets to calm them down. Risk it, pet Puff Piece. Puff Piece eagerly accepts your comforting pets. They feel warm and slick, like a damp bar of soap. Puff Piece lets out a bubbly, contented sound. You both are better for having had this interaction. Nice. But, Clementar, Trent whispered. We're from different worlds. I am the Space King's only heir. And you are the Minotaur of Clemency. Cursed to rule this maze with kindness. How could we be together? The Clementar smiled kindly and drew closer. Whispering. Drint, my love. Take my hand. And let me guide you through the maze of my heart. Oh, this is getting good. Keep going. I will, twin. Keep knitting. Pretty good book. Editor-in-Chief Ursula Laser Cunningham's office. The door's closed. You should probably leave it that way. Fair enough. Whoa, security bot. What are you doing? Scanning. Threat level is low. Too low. Reception bot appears to be busy taking calls. No, this is the Times and Galaxy. I'm not sure how to contact the Brian and Garlaxy. No, I cannot book you a reservation. Same. Beep 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 beep. Behind this poster is a far more boring pillar. Better to keep it up. No, I'm not going yet. I have to see my friends. Hey! You again! How are you liking the job so far? The written word is my passion. That's great! Nice to be passionate about something. I feel that way about machines. Gears, cogs, wires. It's all exhilarating. Soldering something just right. Ah, you can't beat that feeling. I don't think I could do what you do. I get too fed up with talking, even with other robos. The shuttlebots are so chatty. They're fun, but I need a break or they start grinding my gears. You're not so bad though. I don't mind chatting with you. You're not so bad yourself, wink wink wink. Shuttlebot X looks even more flustered than usual. Hehehe. Well, I'm getting back to work now. But you should come by and see me again next cycle. Is my hat done? Oh, Albert. Great news. I have an upgrade ready for you. Get ready for the delight, the unbridled joy of the Charisma Cap. Shuttlebot X opens a panel at the back of your head and installs something that smells vaguely of cologne and fine wine. The entire process is painless, but also kind of disturbing. This nifty and stylish hat is super tiny. It plugs directly into your conversational processors. The result? More charismatic and charming conversation options in real time. I think it'll help you get the juicier details out of your interviewees. And maybe even a few more dates. Wink. Yoo-hoo. Oh, hey. You caught me. Are you doing something wrong? Not strictly. But Shuttlebot X and I had enough of getting under each other's feet. We agreed I'd stick to the shuttle bay. They'd stick to engineering. Of course, we still work together on the ship. And I get to check out their projects from time to time. But if I hang around here too much, they'll get antsy. Which is fair. They need to work without me hanging over them. Which is why I'd better scoot. See ya. Oh my god. Click. Thank you. Ship status. That goo dog you've been running around is a menace. Only a matter of time before that goo gets in the controls and then BAM! Gooey controls. I'm sorry, but he can make it gooey if he wants. Ship status minty fresh, see? No goo. Oh, Barry. Hey, it's Barry. Barry seems in high spirits this cycle. Do you get bored in here? Apparently not. Are you working hard? It seems like a yes. Barry must be pretty busy helping out in engineering. Nice talking to you, Barry. Barry gives you a jaunty wave. How sweet. Shuttlebot X has started on your other upgrade. Come back in a couple cycles to be the best robo you can be. Okay. I hope this isn't offensive, but this feels like Homestuck writing. It's nostalgic. Let's get going. Space Court, JudgeBot records the transcript of themselves before 3D rendering a verdict. Order in the Space Court. Written by Ben. Oh. I wasn't fast enough, I'm so sorry. Phew, we made it. With some time to spare. Sorry I was so impatient before. I just hate being late for a story. So I guess I should be all mentory, huh? Welcome to the DORP system-wide courts on Shiny Central Station. It's my beat to cover anything going down here in the public interest. I love the job because it's basically shooting space fish in a space barrel. The story happens in front of you. You just need to collect the pieces and relay it to readers. Can you interview witnesses? Some cases, witnesses and the accused will make themselves available. You'll get most of your quotes when prosecutors interview folks on the stand. There are two lawyers, always Verge, the examining one and the cross-examining one. There's also a jury of peers, those Zeal goops hanging out in the tubes. Once the Zeal has made their decision regarding the defendant, they slide themselves into one of the two tubes labeled guilty or innocent. The case does not need a unanimous consensus to be resolved. It goes by which tubes have the most votes. One Zeal, one vote. JudgeBot breaks ties. Another reporter walks in, interrupting your conversation. Am I late? Right on time as usual, Ren. Ren? Is it Ren or Wyron? I'm gonna say Wyron. Looks like you brought some backup, Viv. Yes, this is... we met at last cycle's curriculum announcement. Albert, right? I read your piece. Wasn't half bad. You have a way of making a story sound bigger than it is. Which is always good for big business. More sensational the story, the more sensational the sales. Don't you need to get settled in or something? I'm always ready, Viv. Always ready. I need to rush off for entirely unrelated reasons. See you around, Halbert. Byron's not my favorite reporter, but if I'm being honest, the dealer could do a lot worse. All of you sit the heck down. JudgeBot's coming. We better find a seat before JudgeBot gets here, or else. Ooh, JudgeBot doesn't scare me. And you clearly haven't met JudgeBot. You have a couple moments still. JudgeBot tends to JudgeBot tends to move slow, deliberately. But don't dawdle too long before you find your seat. Comment of a case we got here. This one has it all. Sports, celebrity, violence. So how's the TNG treating you so far? Very well, thank you. Good to hear you like it. Space journalism needs more perspectives. Robos included. I used to work at the TNG, actually. I was an intern like you. One of the best. So keep at it. I'm eager to see how you measure up. Okay, buddy boy. Over here, I found us some seats. Are you ready to sit down? Yeah, sure. Here we go. This should be a doozy. Order, order. The bright opera... Oh my god. Order, order. The bright operable JudgeBot presiding. Now, who do we have the pleasure of trying this cycle? Oh. She looks sick. Me, Stephanie Strangelet, the most fearsome muncher in the galaxy. Stephanie, quiet. Unless you're on the stand, I do the talking. Nobody tells Stephanie Strangelet what to do. This is the, accused, Your Honor. And what does this Stephanie Strangelet stand accused of? She took a damn bite out of me! Pardon? No pardon for her! She needs to suffer like I've suffered! Take a damn bite out of her! Quad, did you not just hear what my friend across the aisle said? I do the talking. Ugh. Stephanie Strangelet stands accused of eating a significant part of Quad Lamox, a Muncho referee. Please do come to the stand, Quad Lamox, and tell your tale. Now can I talk? Now you can talk. A few cycles back, I was on OG for the latest Muncho box per view, Muncho Mania. Can you explain to the court? Oh, can you explain Muncho to the court? I think they know what Muncho is. For the folks at home, then, they may not be intersolar sports fans. Ugh. Muncho is a sport that originated on OG. Any sentient being with a mouth and digestive system can participate. Athletes take turns swallowing dangerous and super cool food to see who can handle the most awful stuff. Stephanie Strangelet here is one of the best in the game. Thanks. So it was my job to ref Steph's Munchomania match against a truly menacing veteran named Iron Gut. After the first two rounds go off without a hitch, I reveal round 3's munch. Impossibility peppers from the Triple Mountain of Doom on Humania. Stephanie eats a handful, so cocky. Thanks. Then she screams out like some rabid hypno crow, posturing and running towards me. And that's when she took a damn bite out of me. How do you know her motives for biting you? Perhaps she couldn't handle the peppers. Nonsense. She's Stephanie Strangelet. She can handle anything. Thanks. And how can you prove it was Stephanie who munched you? There's footage of the whole thing. It was the event of all events. They broadcast it across Dorp. Oh. I think we ought to break while the jury and I watch what sounds like a pretty good match. We will reconvene when finished. Belifbot will let you know when we're coming back. The judge is leaving, everyone. Be on your best behaviors. Well, that was interesting. I think this is shaping up to be a great first case for you to cover. Maybe I'll let you write it all yourself. Anyway, we're on break. Come back here when you're done stretching your legs. Trying my best. This is an uphill battle in 0G. Proud of you, Quad. You were goop up there. Yeah, but was I goop enough? Belifbot is methodically scanning the courtroom for signs of disorder. Order in the courtroom must be maintained. Oh, she's in a little prison. That's nice. Stephanie Strangelet looks annoyed. Just wait until I take the stand, then they'll see. This case is a good one. The dope dealer's gonna eat it up. Leaves. Oh. No! No! I almost did leave. You ready? It's about to start back up. Yes, more court proceedings! Let's go! I can't wait to see what happens next. So I'm going up against Iron Gut, a real mean augur, you know? Known for holding his poison with the best of them. So we get to round 3. We've both easily munched some uranium cakes and some ferrofluid peanuts, really. Except I hope not, because I'm actually allergic to peanuts. Anyway, We get to round 3, and it's Humanian hot peppers. Not just any Humanian hot peppers, impossibility peppers. Grown in volcanoes and watered with magma. Stuff of legends, right? Well, I'm hungry. I down 4 of those suckers right quick. And at first it's fine. They even kinda tasted good. Then it felt like someone lit a match inside my stomach and farted in there. Decorum, please. Whatever. The heat crawls its way up my food tube. Are you referring to your esophagus? Yeah, my food tube. So I need something to stop the burning, right? I look around, panicking, and what do I see? Old Quad here, looking like a giant antacid. So I chow down to quell the pain. There's nothing in the rulebook that says you can't eat the ref. And besides, he's Zeal. Doesn't your goo just grow back? That's true, but it still hurt a lot. You were fine. Fine enough to disqualify me and give the W to Iron Gut. And where is the challenger Iron Gut now? Dead. Turns out he's also allergic to peanuts. I think I'm ready to hear a verdict. The 7 goops of the jury take their time swishing around in there before one by one taking their place in the guilty or innocent tubes. 1 goop for innocent. 1 goop for guilty. 2 goops for guilty. 3 goops for guilty. 2 goops for innocent. 4 goops for guilty. Yes! The 7th goop needn't vote. The accused, Stephanie Strangelet, is found guilty. Oh! She say it like I don't know. I hereby sentence you, Stephanie Strangelet, to life. Life? Yes, life. You need to get out there and live it, girl. I'm giving you cooking classes here on Central Station from the world's famous chef, Belifbot. Belifbot will teach you that cooking a good meal is far more rewarding than eating a referee. Let's get cooking. No! Quad Lamox is apparently in better spirits following the verdict. They might be willing to talk now. You seem happy. Is that obvious? The half-eaten Zeal referee clears whatever is left of their throat. Justice was served. Literally, because food, you know. I'm surprised the punishment wasn't harsher. Quad looks at Stilk. Stilk shakes her head no. That may be your opinion. As I said, I think justice was served. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to go rest a while. Damn. Well, that could have gone better, but at least they didn't give her the chair. Oh god. The chair in the justice system refers to a somewhat uncomfortable chair that you sit in to think about what you've done. It is considered one of the toughest sentences possible. Sounds like hell. Am I the first person to ever munch a ref? How's that for the story? A pretty good story, absolutely. You seem pretty happy considering you lost the case. Win or lose, I'm a legend now. A piece of Muncho history. Not even a mandatory cooking class from a robo with stubble can take that away from me. Will you ever compete in Muncho again? If they don't ban me for this, I'll happily compete until I die. If they do ban me, well, there are always the unsanctioned Muncho matches on Lower Aug. I started there. I could always go back. Would you eat a Zeal again? I would do it again in a heartbeat. I'd just maybe ask permission first. You're coming with me. We're going to learn to cook so many wonderful dishes. Stephanie Strangelet turns and winks at you before being dragged off by the bailiff bot. The case is a good one. I already said that. Go away. So, what did you think of your very first court story? I don't know if it was my favorite. Yeah, I'd rather have boots on the ground and see things for myself. I hear you. I used to be the same when I was starting out. I sort of lost the thrill of the hunt, though. Now I like the story to come to me. I get more time to write it that way. See you on the shuttle. Would you like to file your story? Yes, of course. Let's see what we got. Oop. Muncho Muncher Munches Ref. Justice for Muncho Ref. Wancho star Stephanie Strangelet has been found guilty of munching a ref during a recent event. It was an emotional cycle in court as Stephanie Strangelet and munched-up ref Quad Lamox recounted that fateful match in front of millions. Pretty good. I would do it again in a heartbeat. I'd just maybe ask permission first. 3 reputation, but 1 less readership. I don't know. Why does that give me some? Okay. Justice was served, the munch ref Wadlamock said after the trial. Literally, because food, you know? Gives me +3 readership and +2 reputation. Hell yeah. I'll take it. Strangelet awaits a separate verdict from the governing board of Dorp's Muncho Leagues. She said if she's banned, she will still find ways to compete. Yeah, this will be my story. Oops. Only 5 out of 12 thoroughness. That don't sound good. Our reputation is stellar thanks to you. Somehow, I didn't even get half of the thoroughness. Oh, so stinky I am. I'm so sad that I did so bad. Internship, cycle 5. Bunks. Hello. Halbert, you've been here a few cycles now. Tell me something about yourself. A fun fact. I'm just here looking for a good time, bro. Should I just flirt with— yeah, every time there's a flirt option, I'm gonna use it. Now that's something. Good for you. I gave up on love a long time ago. I can be a bit abrasive. And I'm happiest like that. My best self. But pushing buttons eventually pushes people away. Whoa. Oh, whoa. Makes sense. Goodbye. Oh. Well. Till next time then. I don't want you to push my buttons. Thank you. My buttons don't need to be pushed. Puff Piece, hello. Puff Piece is rustling, twitching, intensely experiencing something, and doesn't seem to notice you at all. Wait. Puff is asleep, and apparently having a vivid dream. Pet them as they sleep, gently. You gently pet Puff Piece. They do not awaken, but the tone of their agitation grows. Milder, pleasant even. Looks like you softly steered their dream to milder pastures. Or whatever it is that goo dogs dream of frolicking around. You both are better for having had this interaction. Of course. Whoa, what the hell is this? This is a soothing abyss game. When you stare into it, it stares back softly, listens intently, and offers gentle but meaningful advice. We need that in real life. Ooh, shit. Was this always here? Ah, the rushing waterfall's tranquil beauty. Wait, was that a fish? I feel like I should be doing something. Oh, sleeping. I should be sleeping. Even hotshots gotta cool off sometimes. If I had real friends, true friends, I would say all manner of things to them. Hey, I'm water in here, and you're welcome to join my real, true friend. I would say that to my friends too. The ants in the ant farm seem to be carrying on with normal ant things. They've disposed their tyrannical head of state. Looks like the revolution's going pretty well. Should have kept checking back on them. Someone has drawn a human mustache on your portrait. When could that have happened? That's messed up. That's really messed up. Someone clean sometimes, right? I don't know if they do. That same goop is still on the wall. Ew. Hello. Oh. Oh. Hey there. Come to suck at reporting? Just kidding, mostly. Seriously, what are you doing in here? Came to visit the twins. Really? What, are you like friends with them? Yeah, we're pals. Oh. Okay. It's cool, I guess. I was reading some old stories. Something you probably never do. No way, nerd! Okay, well, bye. Jerk. Think I don't mind being mean to Yar. They're kind of a little bit of a stinker. Twin, you are incorrect. And not for the first time. It is you who are wrong, Twin, again. The Dewey Decimal System clearly shows that this story is harmonious with breaking news features. File it there. Incorrect. It feels most resonant with leisurely reads, where it belongs. In turn, help Twin understand. The title of the story is Recording Artist Rocket Bot Accused of Plagiarism. Where should it be filed? You know what? Breaking news. Yes, correct. Crisp affirmation of my instinct and my looks. Will my suffering ever cease? Will light ever shine on the truth? It has already done so. The decision's been made. File the story. I will. With regret in our heart. I feel that, but ignore it. Intern, thank you for your brave adherence to the truth. Oh. I like the achievement. Pick a side, coward. I'm having so much fun with this game. Oh, hello, mean. Pathetic. Yeah, truly pathetic. And what is truly pathetic, intern? I don't know, I just wanted to agree with you. Don't do that. Do agree with me, of course, but not out of ignorance. What I'm calling pathetic is our own sports coverage. Billy writes with a superfan zeal, and an amateur's insight. Yes, I must find a way to work with what we have. Yet I must find a way to work with what we have, as Ursula won't let me fire anyone anymore. Find to exercise a heavy editorial hand. Again. Billy's great. You're just jealous. Of course you'd side with Billy. Do me a favor. If you ever write a sports story for me, be sure to include some actual insight, will you? Pathetic. Hello? Such a busy cycle. I have a stack of assignments right now. Oh, Got an ambulance going by. Give me a second. Okay, who's to say if any are worth covering, though? You're to say, Halbert. I'm too busy to make a call right now. Hello, Arwen. Sorry to bother you during this aforementioned busy cycle. Hope someone didn't crash in front of my house, Christ. I'm sorry to bother you during this aforementioned busy cycle. What is it, Copybot? Is something happening? Nothing so urgent. Ursula asks if we can send Halbert to interview those vacation contest winners. What? This cycle? Ideally, yes. I guess throw it on the pile. You know what? I'm curious about my performance. How's my reputation? Your reputation's good, I think. Your stories are well reported and well written. Nice work, Halbert. How was readership? Readership's good. Honestly, I don't really care about what our reader numbers look like, though. I care more about credibility. What else would you like to know? How are you liking my work? Most of what you write is alien interest. I personally think readers deserve stories with more heft. Curious about anything else? That's all I wanted to know. Okay then. Let's see here. There's following up on that contest Copybot mentioned. We sent 2 lucky readers on a free trip to some island paradise, but in space. Seems like mostly a Times and Galaxy is good kind of story. But what Ursula wants, Ursula gets. If that doesn't strike your fancy though, I'm not gonna force you. We've also got a restaurant opening on Og that seems interesting. Dangerous Spikes. That name is familiar. Oh, and it rained some weird goo on Prido. People love to read about the weather. Which one are you interested in covering? I don't want to do the weather. Could be cool. So one's in a generation weather event on Prido. Something about goo falling from the sky? I'm told it's chaos out there, more or less. Goo. You'd think those Pridonians would be used to weird weather by now. Definitely worth a trip, though. Bound to be something worth writing. And I'll make sure a photog tags along. Talking is not my strong suit, yeah. But that's why I'm doing this, to practice my talking, cover the Prido sky goo. Head to the shuttle bay when you're ready. And say hi to Prido for me. Haven't been there since my gap haze abroad. My gap phase abroad. Prime, that hostile ship was cramped. Interview? No. What is happening? We need a new angle on this. If you insist. How about obtuse? Perfect. Okay, cool. Retire, Ed Quasar. Hang up your camera. I outperform you in every metric of this job. Every metric, except the ones that matter. And unlike you, I got awards to back up my words. Your awards come from contests judged by organic beings who cower at the mathematical perfection of my photos. Your photos are technically perfect. They're also achingly boring. I will neutralize you. One cycle soon. Nobody will find your remains. Heh. I love these little chats of ours, photography bot. They keep me spry. Ha ha ha. Oh, Ed. I treasure moments of threatening your work and life. That's sweet. Oh, Billy knits too. That's cool. Is that his name? I just said it. I don't remember. Martina audibly sighs. Hey, you tall blade of metal grass. She pats a wallowing weeper on the back. Its tears cease. If only it were so easy to dry the tears of the trees at home on Humania, hey. I didn't know they were crying. They weren't before, they will be now. Arwen just gave me my latest assignment. Tree murder on Humania. As for my witnesses, all we got are a bunch of fellow trees nearby. Could be tricky. Tree's face is only one side of its trunk, as everyone knows. And if all the faces were facing away at the time of the murder, well, that's a scenario I hope we don't have to face. No pun intended. They're lucky to have you on the story. Oh, I don't know about that. Just doing my job with my signature nerve, verve, and curve. She produces a lunchbox and removes a rather fleshy-looking flower from it. Hey, have you tried a portobello steak before? Real meaty little plant, high in protein, bleeds blood. Sometimes they grow in here. It looks like it hasn't been planted this cycle. Want a taste? Sure, I'm hungry. This looks like a bone-in material. What? Bone-in. Now I like a lot of gristle in my veg. Here you go. Stems up. Yum, steak. Someone has left a box of tissues for the wallowing weeper, but the cactus has no arms. It can only cry. That's kind of sad and very fucked up. Periwiffle has just broken the surface, and you can detect a faint yet funky aroma of methane from it. Delicious. Hello. Hello, Halbert. Notice that I did not call you intern? For I don't think of you as below me in rank, even though you very much are. Here at Times and Galaxy, we are all workers, united. Solidarity forever. Did I mention I'm on the union rep? I'm not in the union, though. Haha. You're not in the union? She imitates you, waving her arms like a robo's. Or are you a future member of the union? Am I right? Did you just imitate me? I get very enthusiastic. Vivica's voice is very loud. You know, the very garden you're standing in was won in union negotiations eons ago at the height of industrialization on Og. When the tensions between bosses at the robo-factories and the newly formed auger unions were at an all-time high, one idealistic auger unionist named Tommy Tuxwiker brought a seat in the negotiations. Tommy demanded that along with higher pay and increased benefits, no work environment should be without touches of the natural world. Over the course of negotiations, the seat grew and matured, eventually revealing itself to be a bone-crusher plant. The bone crusher ate the bosses, and the contract was ratified. Isn't that beautiful? But unfortunately, the contract only stipulated the garden itself, not a gardener. So all the plants in here died. Are you crying? No, I'm too tough. Definitely. She coughs. Too tough. You know, I was made in a unionized factory. Wink. You know, you can tell. Really top-tier workmanship. All around. Must be humid in here. I'm sweating. Anyway, court isn't gonna report on itself. Solidarity, Halbert. Oh, janitor bot, hello. Cafeteria scan complete. Surprisingly clean. And yet, access memory file. Janitor bot knows the mess will come. Soon. It always does. sorry that we're such messy beings. You should be. Janitor bot is programmed to execute cleaning functions. It is job/meaning of janitor bot. And yet, janitor bot feels something between circuits and files, deeper than programming, perhaps an error in janitor bot's processor, a true visceral hatred of disorder, of any unclean surfaces, of careless waste. To permit such things to exist is impossible for janitor bot. Janitor bot's sensors indicate a micro-layer of dust is settling. Please leave janitor bot to work. Okay. Good luck. Reglazed, deglaze. Oh boy. Reglaze, deglaze. Oh, chalk mounds! They're in season right now. They're always here though. I wonder how rich the loam aioli is though. The glitter pit still looking chalky this cycle. You know what they say. Too much loam makes you foam on the, never mind. Foam on the what? Hey Albert! Did you hear the news? We're doing a ship-wide Muncho Madness bracket. Bet on the winner of Derp's annual Muncho tournament, which starts this cycle. You want in? Oh, Bowler says you care too much about sports. Oh, I know. He's just jealous. 'Cause I still care about things. I know I can get a little excited about sports. It's just that I love them. Take Muncho, for example. Muncho's a sport. A sport about eating poison. Two competitors ingest the same toxin and then wait. If they both survive, stronger toxins introduced. Muncho players train for eons. Sometimes don't survive their first matches. Wild, huh? So, do you want in on the bracket? Sure. Muncho players are probably... The Muncho players... Nobody... The Muncho players... This sentence is giving me a stroke. The Muncho players nobody's bet on yet are... Eplonque, a mysterious seal, a verge named Garpot, the metabolically advanced one, and a dark horse, Humanian contender, Hungry Peter Crunk. Hungry Peter Pool. Who do you want to pick? You know what, I can sense Hungry Peter's hunger. Wow, you sure? Humanians really do well in Muncho. It's rare to have a competitor at all. But okay, I've put you down on Team Peter. Good luck. May the best bet win. Oh, yes. I want to hear what the demon has to say. There's a smell wafting out from the cook beast's kitchen. It is impossible to identify the smell. It's never been smelled, and it will never be smelled again. This is totally like Homestuck writing. I don't know how to describe it other than that. The chalk mounds are store-bought. Epic. But that's our little secret, okay? Yogurt in a tube? That's disgusting. Dude, they should make milk in a tube. Like they got milk in a bag, I want milk in a tube. That sounds awesome. Then you freeze it. And no, not ice cream. I want straight up milk. In a tube. Thank you. Hey, Albert. Should you be getting on to your assignment? You like being a reception bot. Do I like it? I'm deliriously good at it. The ship would be basically falling apart without me. But, you know, no one asks me about me. They ask me where the newsroom is. Ask if they can speak to editor-in-chief. Ask me to make their appointments for them, which is not my job. They never ask about me. Thanks, I've heard enough. That's terrible. You deserve better. Yes, well, that's the plight of a robo like me. Someone as factory fresh as you wouldn't be able to understand. Now you should hurry on back to work, huh? I wouldn't want the other intern showing you up. Intersolar travel is one of many incredible gifts given to the DORP system by the Zeal upon their arrival. Another gift was given to Robo specifically, the gift of guild. I appreciate this gift because it inspires me to work even harder. Man, I wish I looked at it like that. Well, they're back at it. What have you been watering this thing with? Beep, 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 beep. Ah, well, that's, Fine print at the bottom of this poster notes that it's from a modeling agency on OG called Modeling Agency on OG. Guess the mechanic used to pose for a living. It shows. If I may, I noticed the garden could use a little tending. What are you saying about my abilities as a nurturer of living things? That they're waiting? What? That they're wanting? I see. You really set me up for that one. I keep losing that guy's voice. I mean, none of these voices are really that different, but you know what I mean. It can't be. A new goop? Oh. It's just not the same though. Oh, on the floor. I kept forgetting. Ah. Were there other goops there? The other one was like a little purple goop, wasn't it? I miss my purple goop. Hey, Halbert! You came back! Nice to see you again. You're looking shiny this cycle. Oh! Thanks. Shuttlebot X seems flustered. Anyways, I'm making some modifications for the Shuttlebot's feet. Apparently, they've been slipping and sliding around a bit, so I thought I'd whip up some upgrades. That's nice of you. Nah, just doing my job. Plus, I like looking out for Shuttlebots. They're like... well, I don't know exactly what they're like. The mechanic told me about augurs and their nest mates. Something like that, maybe. I look out for them. I guess you don't have any robos like that, because you're a new model. You think they'll make more reporter bots? Hard to say. But even if you end up being one of a kind, doesn't mean you're alone. You've got me. And the Shuttlebots. Sort of. Oh hey, check it out! X and I were talking and we got curious. What would happen if I was hooked up to the scanner computer? I'm no longer a broken pilot bot. From here on out, I should be known as Scannerbot. I think we already did this. Yeah, you thought it'd be funny, sentient, yeah. We already talked about that. Beep and beep. Shuttlebot X has started on your other upgrades. Come back next cycle. Harry seems tense. Too crowded in here, maybe. There's a jug of high electrolyte gator oil for Shuttlebot X to sip on during their charges. Oil everywhere, and not a drop to... well, you know. Finish it. Could say spare. Should I talk to everyone and everything? Probably not. Let's do it. Hopefully the shuttle doesn't burn up trying to land. Not that that's ever happened yet. When it rains, it goos. Written by Sonny Evans. My god, there's goo everywhere! Help, help! Hey there. I'm Truck Venger. Fantastic day, isn't it? I'm just so thrilled. Thrilled? What's there to be thrilled about? Well, I'm thrilled about the goo, of course. This is very rare weather event. Sure, they happen every 59 rotations of the moon, but it's not always goo. So this is very special. I'm a storm chaser. Well, storms, rains, boiling waves, pretty much any major weather event. I'm there with my camera and my positive attitude. Sometimes with Merv. What kind of events have you witnessed? Great question. Missed the rain of meat that happened here on Prido. Terrible disappointment. I saw the rain of crabs, which was fantastic. And I was sucked up into a tornado twice, once on Og and once on Humania. This goo is really amazing though. Might be the coolest weather event I've attended. Why didn't you quit after the tornadoes? NATO's is nothing too serious. Honestly, the grain of crabs around here was scarier. Those little things could really pinch. And besides, that's where the fun comes in. The chase, the thrill, you know? And how do you like the goo? Oh, the goo's fantastic. Everything I could have hoped. Viscosity is unexpectedly high. And the color? Just seems like everything's coming up truck for once. Although it seems like some of the residents aren't enjoying it that much. Makes me kind of sad, you know? Wish they could see it through my eyes. It's like a jolly old snowfall, you know? This is useless. What are you gawking at? I'm here from the Times and Galaxy. The hollow papers, huh? I'll get this down. I'm Vince, the cantankerous one, a homeowner in the area. And I am displeased with this goo. I'm irate. I've had absolutely enough. The city council needs to do something about this. What do you want them to do? I don't know. It's not my problem. I'm not the one in charge. But if I was you, you'd bet I would find a way to de-goo the place. Instead of sitting up at the city hall, refusing to lift an appendage. Is the goo damaging your home? Damaging? Is the goo damaging my home? What do you think? No? No, it isn't. But it's ruining the aesthetics of the neighborhood, and it's in the way. What if I wanted to drive somewhere, Well, do you? No. But it's the principle of the thing, isn't it? My freedom is being restricted. Now, if you'll excuse me, I can't stand around gibbering all day when there's goo to shovel. Too real. Too real. Get him out of here. Kachak. Captured. A woeful reporter, sinking in the goo. How did you know I'm woeful? Oh, please. I can smell the woe all over you. You're practically oozing with it. And soon you'll be gone. Buried in the goo. Never to be seen again. I'll put a picture of you up somewhere to remember. Maybe in the toilets. Menacing stuff. You better leave photography bot alone to take pictures in peace. Starting to like photography bot. Now this guy looks pitiful. Ugh. I mean, hello. Sorry. It's just shaping up to be one of those days, you know. Do you live in the area? I don't. I'm visiting for work. I didn't expect... No one warned me there would be a goo event. My shoes are ruined. I mean, look at the place. This is not a specific accent. Don't accent check me. This is something entirely different. This is another state of being, it's not an accent. There's a lot of goo. Yes. You know if this happens a lot? About every 59 rotations of the moon, it happens. Just my luck. I would get sent here just in time for rare weather event. It's just my life, you know. Nothing ever works out. Has your work been affected by the goo? Well, not really. I'm a sales analyst. I'm down here for some meetings, which are harder to get to. but it's not impossible, I guess. That umbrella guy is probably having a great day. What? Hey there! You're not enjoying the goo? Oh, I mean, it's fine. It's not that bad, I guess. I've been loving it. If Merv was here, tubes, they'd be enjoying this. Who's Merv? I'm Truck, by the way. Truck Wenger. You can just call me Truck. Maybe you can explain the joys of storm chasing. Yeah. Me and my friend Merv chase storms all over the system. Tornadoes, gales. I've been struck by lightning 4 times. It's terrible. Nah, it didn't hurt me much. I got tough skin, you know? Well, guess the goo could be worse. That's the spirit. Doesn't look like you'll get a very coherent quote from these two. But at least friendship is blooming. I write about friendship blooming amongst the goo. The goo's not as sticky as it looks, but it is unpleasantly warm. Oh, that... Ooh. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Hey, what can I get you? Reinforced? Titanium reinforced? Decorative? I'm Glark, by the way. Oh, I don't need an umbrella. Well, I beg to differ. In a goo like this, you're gonna need something to keep your parts from getting goomed up. But that's where umbrellas by Glarg, the apathetic one, has you covered. You don't seem very apathetic. Well, not everyone hits the jackpot with their name, so to speak. But in defense of the reading one, I was pretty listless at the time. Positively indifferent. Now I think yellow would go great with your look. Nice and bright for safety, too. Does this goo happen often? The goo? No. But there is an event about every 59 rotations of the moon. Last time it rained meat. It was really something. Good for the soil, but what a mess. Then there was a big storm of spinefish a while back. I tell you, we really had a run of the super dense big land umbrellas that day. Business has never been that good before, nor since. Now, what are we thinking here? Little rainbow number? Or maybe black, or business-like. Did the weather events prompt you to sell umbrellas? I suppose they might have played a hand in inspiring me. But truthfully, I've always liked umbrellas. The look, the feel, so pleasant to behold for an object so useless. Oops, so useful, I mean. Now you're obviously quite discerning. Perhaps one from our luxury line. I'm not buying an umbrella. Fine. I see you are without a shred of common sense. Good day to you, then. Make some way for the paying customers. Oh, cowboy. Greetings. Speaking now to you, robo-reporter, is me, Clorcus, the reiterative one. I'm now speaking to you, from Prado, live on the scene. Now to you. Hello, I'm reporting for Galaxy and Times and Galaxy. Well, hello to you too. You got Clorcus here. Clorcus the reiterative one, live at the scene. Now back to you, tall robo. Oh god. What do you think of the goo? What do I think of the goo? A great question from this metal viewer. Well, I, Clorcus, find the goo to be quite refreshing. Interesting change to our scenery, and I'm sure the folks at home would agree. Have you heard about the complaints about City Council? Have I heard the complaints about City Council? No, I have not. We are getting a live report that there are complaints regarding the City Council. Now, could you elaborate on these complaints? A homeowner says the council is at fault for the goo. This just in. A homeowner has claimed that the City Council is responsible for the goo. Could this be the case? And might it signal corruption in our own municipal government? More on this bewildering story as it develops. First, a word from our sponsors. Lurkus pauses as if to get composed. Crunchy O's, the new rock snack from Meteor Meals. Mix Crunchy O's into your regular nutrient pit and enjoy benefits of real Meteor bits. Crunchy O's will put the wow into every nutrient absorption period. Pick them up today whenever you buy dirt. Lurkus blinks and focuses back on you. Wow, that was great. I'm sure excited to try Crunchios. Now what were you saying about the goo event? Have you been enjoying it? What about the city council? Ah, yes. After our break, we will investigate further into possible council corruption. And what is the source of this goo? Is it a benign weather event? Or something more? We will speculate wildly. But for now, we're out of time. Thank you so much for joining me. Are you just sick of talking to me? Great! Thanks again for speaking with me. As always, I'm Clorcus the Repetitive One, live at the scene. Clorcus out. Clorcus appears to have frozen in place, smiling benevolently at a dormant camera bot. A camera set up for live reporting, but it appears to be off currently, taking a break. A stand decked out in beautiful umbrellas, and it appears some have a small label. 100% goop proof. Galarg guarantee. The no crab sign is a bit unclear though. Are they crab proof or not for crabs? What's this thing? Some kind of wonderful gnome. It's so enchanting you almost wish you could take it back to the scanner with you. That would be unethical. But I want it. It's a sick gnome. Good check. Captured. Prito Goo event. I think I'm done here. Oh! A seed! You found a quartz bloom seed, naturally occurring on Prito, but prized throughout the Dorp system. The plant's unique biomineral structure requires a well-calibrated terrarium to grow off-world. Did I miss one? I think I missed one. Maybe not though. I don't know, in the cat show I didn't get a seed, but we shall see. We shall seed. Never mind. We shall not seed. Let's not say that. Goo rain on Prito. Pink goo has rained down on the verge homeworld Prito. The weather event led to goo piling up in the city streets. It also appeared to be throbbing. I didn't notice that, and that's not nice. Didn't want to know about that either. There's an event every 59 rotations of the moon. What falls is different each time. Should probably say something about that. Or city council. No city council representative was present at the scene of the storm, nor was anyone officially doing anything to clean up or repair the damage. Residents instead were forced to shovel the goo themselves. It's good to talk about. I think I'll do the 59 rotations. Unless there's a quote for it. Yeah, the last time it rained meat, it was really something. Good for the soil, but what a mess. That goes in line with the 59 rotation. Be nice. Goo is neon pink in color, which honestly complemented Prito's color scheme fairly well. True. According to forecasters, Prito could expect several more cycles of rain before it gives way to some other strange weather phenomenon. No, this is a good story enough. Good enough for me, good enough for you. Any more informational than others? Yes, it's so informational. Wow, you really dug deep into that story. There's some characters I just don't know what tone to give them. And that's okay. Cycle 6, it's eerily dark in here. Oh, hello, Ursula. Intern. We have an issue. We always have issues because publication. Very funny, Wisebot. You know what I mean. Anyway, I have a task for you. Somehow, a gaggle of light drinker eels have gotten loose on the scanner. They're little creatures who love drinking up all the light they can. Whatever room one is in will be plunged into darkness. As you can imagine, this is not conducive to getting work done. I need you to run around and grab each one. You should be able to store them safely in your robo-pockets. The lights will come back on. They're solitary creatures, so they're likely only one per room. I'm happy to help. Good. We're counting on you, intern. No one else wanted to do it. Okay, cool. I hope we get the lights on soon. I'm behind already. Stay calm, everyone. Resist panicking or acting irresponsibly. Kachak! Captured, chaos, and panic. Oh hey! Intern, name self missing, name file missing. What's your unremarkable self up to? My name's Albert. Sorry, but I'm not committing that to memory. Not until you do something interesting. You interns rarely stick around long enough to justify a space in long-term storage. That other one, Jar? Totally bland, too. Gonna erase all memory of them probably in 3 cycles or so. But don't fret about it too much. I've got my lenses trained on you. If you do anything interesting, I'll capture it. Intern, I have an urgent message you must take to the newsroom. It is of utmost importance. Okay, I'll take it to the newsroom. Good. Here's the message. I won't be coming to the newsroom until the lights are restored. Run and tell them as fast as you can. Off you go. Unplanned cycle off. I'll take it. Hey, you tall blade of metal grass. Don't mind me. Thought I'd use the shutdown to get some shut-eye. What about the eels? Martina's patented 2P rule. Not my problem, not my purview. Sleep, on the other hand. I see sleep as a pesky biological interruption. Something I never want, but that my human body needs. Dream of being awake and alert for all the hours of the cycle. Never missing a thing. Since I haven't yet been able to do away with REM, ZZZ, or me entirely, I try to optimize my snoozing, so that when there's important space work to do, nothing will stand in my way. Not my body, not its urges, nothing. What about your work for the cycle? Too many distractions. What with the eels on the loose, a lack of light, better use my time to nod off as planned. Or nap. But sleep isn't gonna go to itself. It's time I turned down and turned in, so I can be awake when it matters. Stay fresh, my lanky friend. Oh god, what's this? Someone's laid out a game of obsidianograms. Some say they should be easier to distinguish, but their instructable nature is half the fun. Hey, Albert. Everyone thinks I'm the one who brought the light drinker eels. There's no way I could afford those things. I don't even like eels. Or snipe worms, even. Nothing eel-like. Except a plunkue. the eel-like Muncho player. But it doesn't matter. No one believes me. This blackout must be sabotage. Our rival papers trying to stop my words from reaching the people. I will not be silenced by darkness. I beg to differ. Brr. Chillier here. We miss the archives. Our true home. When was the last time we visited the bunk's twin? Oh, twin, it's been cycles. Should get out of the archives more. Incorrect. We should get out of the archives less. A foolish assumption of what would be best for us. Do you know the heart of our minds? The mind of our hearts? You do not. And you never will. Leave us now. Go ponder your conversational failure. Jesus. Jesus! Water cooler bot has the hiccups. It's very disturbing. Turns out the fire is helpful for playing in the dark. Could see that, yeah. I don't know if I'd want to play Trilliards in the dark. Sounds like a hell waiting to happen. I see anything? Oh no, seems that the ants have entered into a civil war over a disagreement about antennae fashion. Let's hope they can soon put an end to this senseless bloodshed. There Neil in the bathroom. No. The reader responsitron is a new message. First new message is titled Incredible Article. Richard Gravity's latest piece was journalism at its finest, fiery opinions. Brave truths everyone else is afraid to write. So gifted with words, he must be your most popular columnist. He's clearly your most handsome one, and you should pay him more. Isn't his salary negotiation coming up? Get your gravity. Okay, let's find those eels. What are you doing down here? How are you enjoying your first union-mandated cycle off? I'm still basically working. I appreciate the work ethic, Halbert, but even machines need breaks sometimes. Can't say the same for the rest of these bums. Slacking off just because we're plunged into unnatural darkness? Oh, well. It is nice and quiet in here. I don't suppose you've seen an eel? I think we've already established it is hard to see anything. But I did hear something. It wasn't a sound I'd ever heard before, coming from Ursula's office. I hear a lot of weird noises coming from there, let me tell you. Okay, I'll find it. Smart robo. Have fun on the rest of your cycle off, slacker. I'm kidding. Mostly. Wow, the door's open. Hello, eel. This light-drinking eel found its way into the editor-in-chief's office. It must fancy itself a boss. I look around. Not really. Okay. Oh, it's you. Albert, didn't see you there. I was working on my hollow spreadsheets for next Decacycle's cases. Gotta keep up on my rubrics. But what are some of the cases? Cases as varied as are Dorp's crimes. Pubescent Verge accused of criminal clumsiness when they knocked over an unsuspecting Zeal tank with their newly grown horns at Marta Loop. A false advertising case against a neo-human claiming their 12-tune zucchinis were organic. And an old robo-fight champion suing their auger manager for damages, saying the auger has been reprogramming the robo. push past his pre-programmed comfort zone, setting in the ring. I sometimes think I could do the job all cycle, every cycle. I sometimes think I could do this job all cycle, every cycle. Don't tell the employer's negotiating team I said that. Your secret's safe with me. Thank you, friend. I'm here to talk anytime. Except during my company-mandated break times. I definitely take those. I do. On the record. Let's go to the garden. There it is. Light-drinking eels are naturally attracted to flora, if only because many flora similarly feast on light. Oh, look at that beautiful, stinky flower. Hey you, the periwiffle is coiled out of the soil, and a rank butter smell is filling the air. Delicious. Phew! This is why I don't take breaks. I'm relieved to be getting back to work. Because I'm able to see the door again. Cool. Oh god, you're still here. Hello. Seems this light-drinking eel wants to commandeer the ship. At chance, buddy. Oh, darn. Too bad, intern. We were gonna give you a little goof, Halbert. You got the lights on too quick. Kid has gumption, at least. True. You... smellies. If they scared me, they would have gotten an uppercut. The wallowing weeper is actually two crying cacti with a trauma bond. Their shared trauma? Life. Same. Oh, my new seat's gonna be here. Here's sensors detect a gentle hum caused by vibrations from the quartz bloom seed. The humming frequency is exactly 432 Hz, a resonance known for its calming effect. Awesome. Maybe that'll help the weeping willow beeps. This light-drinking eel crawled all the way to the cafeteria. The snack becomes the snacker. Thank Prime the lights are back. I was just about to do some prepping. My night vision is not exactly top of the line. Did you happen to know what caused the blackout? It's a light drinker eel. Light drinker eels? Oh, I don't mean to be crass, but what a bozo. Sorry, I understand people might want to bring in their own snacks. We all want a taste of home sometimes, a little special something. Bringing on a luxury food item like light drinker eels and then letting them get out, it's just reckless and rude. They didn't even ask me to prepare it. Well, thank you for taking care of it. You like my cooking, right, Halbert? Oh, I love your cooking. Aw, well thank you. I didn't mean to get all insecure on you there. It's just, rarely based my burn meal, you know. Bringing a pricey snack like that and not even asking me to prepare it. It's downright unprofessional. Now you make sure to grab yourself a little snack. We may not have light drinker eels, but we've got all kinds of tasty other treats. Okay, what do you got today? This cycle's offerings are great. Nuclearos rancheros and battery salad. What's in the pit? The clear pit this cycle features classic sand. Whatever that means. Classic sand. Darkness for the worms. Oh, the dirt treats have been restocked. They have all the flavors. Loam, crunchy, wet. Oh, yeah, what's the special today? We already said that. They're slacking on the pre-made items. Dust? Okay, got these stuffs. Let's go. Whose desk is this? Stinky desk? Who's Stinky? I don't know. I'm trying to think. Let me know in the comments below if you know who's Stinky. Don't say me. You found a light drinking eel. This one appears to have been reading up on its kind in the archives. Puppies. Me too, Puppies. Oh wait, no, shit. No, go back. I can fast travel now. Reception. Oh, there's a lot of people in there. Oh, the lights are on. Epic. A perfectly good lunch ruined. My lunch, my precious delicacy, has once again run off on me. What was your lunch? My lunch is very particular to procure, highly desirable, much sought after jar of ultra rare, light drinking eels. Over my lunch break I was plating them delicately. They slipped through my many grasps, and now they're dining on light like kings, while I go hungry like a common fool. Everyone's going to be mad at you. One does not develop an affinity for light drinking eels without stoking the ire of the uninitiated, the unrefined. What are a few moments of lost light compared with a tasting experience so rare, so irresistible that esteemed galactic master chef Spenweaver made it the plat at his esteemed restaurant, Kiss the Moon. Is there anything I can do to help? Find the eels and I shall be eternally indebted for a bit. I suppose the rest of the team won't mind getting the lights back, if we're being coarse about it. Hey, Yar Jar. I bet you're enjoying slacking off. Some of us actually wanted to get work done. I didn't. Oh. I've always wanted to try light drinking eels. They're said to be quite exquisite. Or so the market price suggests. What makes them so good? Aside from the price? Well, you'll have to ask whoever's responsible for this. I would never. I wouldn't risk keeping such a delectable, expensive snack in our shared kitchen. I've been burned by that naivete before. My entire bag of rare Og rust truffles gone before I could try a single one. Oh, the memory is overwhelming to revisit. Worry mode, active loop. Darkness leads to clumsiness. Clumsiness leads to spills. Spills that are difficult to see in the darkness. Volume 200% announcement. Oh god. Please stay in the light. Minimize your spill percentages. Can you believe this? The whole production has ground to a standstill because of the airsoft snacks. Of course, I made sure to scare that eel straight out of here. We can't have a reception if there's a blackout. It just wouldn't do. The rest of the ship is in chaos, and there's nothing I can do bolted to the floor. Hello, mechanic. Let me get this eel for you. A light drinking eel could be comfortable here in the shuttle bay, where this huge window into this space draws near endless beams from the sun and stars. If you had enough drinking light eels, would you put them on the sun and the sun would go out? What do you think about that? Oh, dang trash. It's pretty tough to get anything done with the lights out. Soldering and pitch darkness don't exactly go hand in hand. Don't worry, I'm handling it. Oh, thanks. That's good to hear. I hope the shuttle bots are okay. Probably really scared right now. Their night vision's no good. And to be honest, neither are their navigational abilities. You'll keep a sensor out for them, won't you? Of course, of course. With the lights back on, the mechanic's muscles shine more brightly than ever. Oop, new goop? Is this... the old goop is back? And just as sticky as ever. Hooray! If only you could also work out and get strong. Luckily, you're already very strong due to your powerful servos and reinforced chest disease. Thank you. You? Nope. Oh, Albert, guess what? Got another new upgrade ready. Now you'll be fully loaded. Shuttlebot X adeptly removes your eyes, gross, and installs something weird and cool before popping them back in. The entire process is painless, but also kind of disturbing. Behold and bask in the joys of advanced optics. With this, you can send out a burst of energy and scan your surroundings. It'll allow you to pick up on key details around you. I think it'll be great for when you're out on assignment. You'll never have to worry about missing something. Heck, it might even show you things on the scanner you never noticed. So go on and try it out. Send out a pulse and see what comes up. You have unlocked all upgrades. Thank you for your interest in upgrading. Self-care and self-improvement should always be a priority. Wowie. The light drinking eel seems hungry. There's very little light to drink down here. You found the last eel! Phew, all that running around really did a number on your battery levels. When you're ready, head back to your charging station and bunks to recharge for the next cycle. Ship status. Better turn out the lights. You have something new to say, Scanner Bot?
Oh hey, it's me, Albert. I'm the Times and Galaxy's first ever robo-intern reporter. Just kidding, I did an update. That's how they get you.
Hey, what the rest was that about? The ship status was fine, but the lights went out. Light drinker eel was loose, I got it. Nice. That's wild. Light drinker eels are super rare, but I'm glad you caught it. Between you and me, my night vision is top of the line, but the shuttle bots, they're afraid of the dark. So if there's any more of those things on the ship, I need you to zip around and grab them quick. I know the shuttle bots are kind of annoying, but they mean well, you know. I wouldn't want them to be spooked. I'll try to be quick. Thanks. Good luck, Albert. Everyone's in the bunks. Did I miss anybody? Oh. Let me bring his eels back to him. Here you go. My eels! My Epicurean eelies! My culinary congers! I can't help you. I can't thank you enough, intern. And I guess it's fine that the light's back too. I did say that once returned, I would let you partake of their outrageous oils. What say you? You might not know this about me, but my taste receptors have been set to discerning. I didn't know you were equipped with a discerning palate. By all means, I'd be curious to hear your thoughts. May I? He tenderly slices and plates one of the iridescent creatures. You take it up and engage chewing. The texture belies the complex flavor. Notes of moss, soy, tungsten. It's divine. I knew there was something special about you, intern. If you ever want to share a delicacy in the future, you have only to find me over our allotted lunch. I may be found anywhere but the cafeteria. That horrid, horrid den of gastro-mediocrity. Oh yeah, I forgot I just got that scanning feature. Function columns X in 72 blah blah blah. Generate grid. That is nice. You did it! You found all the eels! You can hang around on the ship some more to explore and chat, or head to the next cycle. Y'all recharge. Time to recharge and get ready for your next shift. Internship, Cycle 7. Bunk. I think I'll end it here for today. Bye bye!